Amado could go down as one of the best anime characters of all time. As Kara's chief scientist, he rivals Shikamaru in intellect and surpasses everyone with his questionable knowledge. Today, we'll delve into his story, examine his motives, address the inconsistencies in his actions, and discuss theories about his real intentions. Amado's story begins with the death of his daughter Akebi. She died at 24 from a disease 12 years ago. Refusing to let go, Amado tried to preserve her by creating a digital copy and putting it in a new cloned body, Delta. However, despite his best efforts, Delta and Akebi were not the same person. Nor was Delta his only experiment. He also created Kashin Koji, a clone of Jiraiya, which resulted in yet another personality different from its original. Amado's aim to perfectly resurrect a human required divine powers. And it's when Jigen appeared looking for him. Amado experiments were a very close approximate of karma, a shinjutsu or a divine miracle, the karmic art of resurrection. Ability to embed your genetical backup file in a vessel and slowly take over their body, resurrecting in it. Jigen, or rather, Isshiki Otsutsuki, sought out Amado to help him embed his own karma, and in return, Isshiki would help him resurrect Akebi. Though Isshiki never specified how he'll do it, but it was also likely utilizing karma. And Amado helped him. He was there when Isshiki tried embedding karma on countless kids, all but 2 ending in failure. When Jigen is implanting children with karma, the last 2 remaining are Code and Kawaki. Before proceeding, Amado asks Isshiki how many more, and he replied, "Unlike you, we have neither time nor options. Kara only needs a single vessel." And it's after that he implants Kawaki with karma, which is a success. When that happens, Kawaki falls unconscious, and in the meantime, Code, the last child, is also given karma, though that karma was defective and white, but more on that shortly. Caught in a dilemma between his desire to reunite with his daughter and the threat of planetary destruction under Isshiki's plans, Amado faced a moral quagmire. He began to work against Isshiki, using the remains of Shibai Otsutsuki. Shibai left behind his physical body after ascending to higher plane of existence that Amado somehow came across. Amado used these remains to create powerful cyborgs and android clones, some surpassing Isshiki's own abilities. With his plans laid out, Amado orchestrated Kawaki's escape as a critical component of his broader strategy to defect from Isshiki's grasp. He sabotaged the transportation ship to ensure that Konoha would intercept and retrieve it, setting the stage for his own defection. And he does. He successfully defects to Konoha, carrying nothing but some mysterious equipment. Amado's introduction to Konoha was turbulent. He approached Ino Shikacho, greeting them like he knows them for years, only to use Shikadai as leverage to secure a meeting with Naruto moments after. Amado left Kashin Koji behind. Isshiki, tired from his unexpected battle with Naruto and Sasuke, is pushed to the limit by Kashin Koji on a live stream spectated from Konoha. In their battle, Isshiki's vessel is destroyed and he resurrects in his original form. This transformation resulted in the erasure of Kawaki's karma, a revelation that all karmas are erased under such circumstances, presenting a rare opportunity to permanently eliminate an Otsutsuki. An opportunity Naruto and Sasuke couldn't let go. And they didn't. Against all odds, they defeated Isshiki for good, as he didn't leave a vessel behind. Immediately after, Amado tried persuading Kawaki to accept new karma, a proposal Kawaki refused. But Amado had already secretly reconstructed it shortly after its initial loss back in Chapter 56. Kawaki's karma is reawakened in his fight against Code, sometime after shocking everyone and propping up more questions for Amado than ever before. However, just as Shikamaru was getting the answers from Amado, their discussion was disrupted by Code and Ada, who abducted Amado to remove his limiters. In a twist of fate orchestrated by Shikamaru and Amado, Ada and Demon defected from Code, marking a significant realignment of alliances. To secure Ada's loyalty and ensure his survival, Amado revealed that he held critical secrets about Kawaki. He disclosed a unique emergency shutdown code embedded in Kawaki, and alluded to another deeper secret linked to Kawaki's karma, promising to share more upon their safe return to Konoha. Once back in Konoha, Amado shared his backstory and motives, finally admitting he had integrated Akebi's DNA into Kawaki's karma. He speculated that should Kawaki implant the karma into another vessel, it might facilitate Akebi's resurrection. This revelation left many pondering the true extent of Amado's experimental ambitions, and it's where his story is currently hanging. As in Two Blue Vortex, we've only seen him twice, once realizing on his own his memories have been tempered with, and second, when observing Jura through Delta, being genuinely clueless about something for the first time. Amado's involvement with Code's unique form of karma raises significant questions. According to the dialogue between Amado and Isshiki, Ishiki's objective was achieved as soon as Kawaki was implanted with karma, rendering Code unnecessary. However, Kawaki's recollections, shared while he was unconscious, reveal that Code survived the implantation despite not being a viable vessel for Ishiki's resurrection. Code's body did not undergo Otsutsukification, yet Code could access Otsutsuki combat abilities. This anomaly becomes even more baffling considering that Code's karma did not vanish following Ishiki's death. It makes even less sense when you realize Code doesn't possess a single Isshiki ability, or how he was always miles stronger than Kawaki even though Kawaki had a real karma. Adding to suspicion, after Ishiki's soul appeared in front of Code, we have manga show Amado talking to himself in a bunker, being completely lost in it. The likelihood that Code was a joint experiment by Amado and Isshiki after securing Kawaki as a vessel is compelling. Amado's possession of Shibai Otsutsuki remains, coupled with Code's superior strength compared to Kawaki, who had authentic karma, suggests that Shibai's powers might have been employed in Code's enhancement. Amado's defection from Kara to Konoha was a meticulously orchestrated sequence of events. He facilitated Kawaki's escape, directed Sasuke to the Otsutsuki dimension, and orchestrated Kashin Koji's confrontation with Isshiki. He forced Ishiki's out of Jigen's body. As Isshiki himself acknowledged, Amado engineered these events to ensure that Naruto and Sasuke would be positioned to eliminate him, effectively orchestrating the downfall of one of the most formidable Otsutsuki threats. This masterful manipulation begs the question, were Amado's actions driven solely by a desire to protect Earth, or were there deeper, more personal motives at play, particularly concerning Kawaki? Unlike Code, who was an unsuitable vessel, Kawaki was already almost a full Otsutsuki. Seizing this opportunity, Amado didn't hesitate to re-implant karma in Kawaki immediately after Ishiki's demise, an act he performed without Kawaki's consent. The explanation Amado provided for reinstating the karma was curiously simplistic. He described it merely as adding doors to what already existed. This contradicts his earlier assertions that once an Otsutsuki is resurrected, their karmas are completely erased, and that his own attempts to replicate karma were ineffectual without the genuine Otsutsuki Shinjutsu. Despite his claims that the new karma would serve merely as a weapon, akin to Code's, the revelation that he integrated Akebi's DNA into the karma fabricates a different reality. It was not merely a tool of warfare, but a bona fide Otsutsuki karma. Integrating Akebi's DNA raises questions about the true nature of Amado's experiments and his intentions. Why is Akebi's resurrection perceived as an ace up his sleeve? His conversation with Ada following their escape from Code adds layers of complexity. He implies significant secrets regarding Kawaki, suggesting a deeper strategy at play. Despite offering Ada vital information in exchange for protection, It remains unclear how these revelations serve Ida's interests. He showed a severe worry for Kawaki and his well-being, even though he didn't give the same to Boruto, where he also could likely be used to carry Akebi's DNA and reconstructed karma. And he's keeping a close eye on Kawaki on all times, as we saw in Chapter 59. He was aware of his conversation with Boruto about implanting another vessel with karma from Chapter 56, even though they were alone when discussing it. For other things that don't make sense, also consider this hypothetical. If you possessed Shibai remains and had a knowledge how to use them to enhance anyone, would you use them to enhance yourself? Conclusions can be many, but the fact is there are many inconsistencies in Amado's story. So to try and connect all the inconsistencies we throwed out there, here is my theory. I believe Amado is honest about his daughter. He truly wishes to bring her back, but he realized he can't, not even with karma. Directly, that is. I believe Code was one of his failed experiments like Delta, so he decided to steal Kawaki, who was a perfect vessel from Isshiki instead. He had Naruto and Sasuke kill him and get rid of the karma, so he could reinstate a new one. What Amado implanted in Kawaki's karma wasn't Akebi's DNA. It's either his own or Shibai's. Here, Kawaki even questions Amado if his karma won't create another Otsutsuki, to which Amado answers with an Oscars-worthy performance. And it will. To revive Akebi, Amado needs omnipotence, power to materialize anything, not karma. Shibai might have possessed it, where Amado might awaken it if he became an Otsutsuki and consumed a chakra fruit that he got Code to try and procure. Omnipotence in the hand of Otsutsuki, not someone like Ada, can bring back Akebi with ease. And what such being could also accomplish is rewrite Ada's charm, which would solve her biggest worry, and explain her help to Amado. This theory is not a sure proof, but evidence of suspicion and inconsistencies regarding Amado is insurmountable, and once he is revealed as a villain, all the clues will be obvious in hindsight. Lastly, considering the recent setbacks Kawaki has faced in the manga and Jura's emerging threat, it seems inevitable that Kawaki will turn to Amado for more power. Amado's readiness to assist will likely tighten his influence over Kawaki, potentially hinting at a prophetic outcome hinted at in the series' opening scenes. As we've seen, Amado's story is full of deception and unresolved mysteries. What do you think his endgame is? Share your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the Naruto universe.